What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So the man known as Money, former 5-division legendary world champion, former pound-for-pound king, Floyd Money Mayweather, does a video clip and a promo and says that we need to start supporting one another, and it's time to support our own networks. And he's doing a promo, right, to bring and shed light and exposure to a new website, a new network that's black owned. So he said it's time for us to have and represent and support one another for businesses for us, right? And so he's promoting this, and that's a great thing, right? And I surely hope is wholeheartedly that he's doing it, right? Not just for the revenue. But this is what we've been asking of Floyd Mayweather for quite some time, when the entire situation arose with Gucci. So see, you can't promote and you can't be halfway in, halfway out, right? So you can't promote black networks. You can't promote black unity. You can't promote black support and then turn around and support a company like Gucci who doesn't support us, who doesn't hold us in high regards, right? Who still looks at us as if we're in the 1800s, right? Who still allowed promo to go out that offended us in our culture. So you see, when other cultures and other people, groups of people get offended, there's movement. They stick together. A la we just saw what took place with Nick Cannon, right? So with Nick Cannon, a group of people felt that they were offended. Their culture was offended by nearly just the words that Nick Cannon spewed. Just the words Nick Cannon spoke, right? That was enough to get Nick Cannon fired and removed from Nickelodeon, right? They made a move immediately, okay? So now you have Gucci, who chose to allow a promotion to go out with blackface. And so the black community and the culture stood up and said, we're not going to support Gucci. But immediately Floyd Mayweather came out and said that he's going to support Gucci. Now this particular company network is We Got Ups, is that he's promoting. It's a black owned network, right? And it has videos and things of that nature. You could go look it up, www.wegatups.com, right? And so Floyd Mayweather is one of the main people that's promoting this. And he's one of the main people saying that we need to support one another. And this is what we asked of Floyd Mayweather. You understand? You see, so I look at it like this. You don't have to help the culture. You can stand in the back if you so choose. But don't hurt the culture. See, when you have a platform, you have a voice, and you have a name like Floyd Mayweather, and that situation arises with the situation with Gucci. See, Floyd Mayweather, you take that opportunity. If you don't want to address it, don't say anything. But by you saying something, because you have a voice, because you have a platform, because you have a name, it carries. So it promotes division. And what happens is other people within the culture feel like it's okay to support companies like Gucci who promote, like you promoting We Got Ups. They allowed a promotion, a mega company like Gucci. You think that they let anything slip through the cracks by accident? So they let a promotion come out promoting blackface clothing, which is a total disrespect to the black culture and what we went through and the struggle, because that was seen as entertainment in those days. We were a form of entertainment. to make fun of the culture, right? But there's nothing funny about it. So when that came out, the culture, the black community said, we're not going to support Gucci. And Floyd Mayweather, you came out immediately and said that you're going to support Gucci. Not only did you say you're going to support them because they did nothing to you. Yeah, they did something to you. They did something to your forefathers and your ancestors. Who paved the way, who sacrificed so you could be where you at. So of course they did something to you. Don't have a case of out of sight, out of mind. Yeah, they're not around because they sacrificed so you could be where you at. You make millions within the sport of boxing. You know how many black boxers sacrifice so you can be able to live the luxury and reap the benefits of the sport of boxing fairly? Jack Johnson come to mind. What happened with the Hurricane Carter? Not being allowed to be able to even compete with other boxers. They had to break the barriers so Floyd Mayweather could get to where he was at. So, yeah, they did something to you. They offended your forefathers and your ancestors by doing such. So just like the community came out and stood up and stood out for their culture and their community against Nick Cannon for words that he spoke. Not even actions, just words. Gucci showed action. You understand? So with that said, I just hope at this point in time, Floyd Mayweather seems to be having a change of heart. He seems to be, doing a 360. Maybe it's the current events that took place that's waking him up and shaking him up, right? Recently, he had some major losses. Lost his Uncle Roger, who's a legendary trainer and a legendary boxer. Lost his children's mom, who transitioned. Those are life-altering situations. And maybe those chains of events maybe shook the ground underneath him. Not to mention the pandemic that we're going through. Right? So now he's promoting, he's saying that he believes that we should support our own networks. It's time for us to have our own. And I stand with you 1,000%. It is time for us to have our own. It is time for us to support one another. It's no problem. It's nothing wrong with supporting one another, uplifting one another, circling your dollar amongst one another first. No problem in doing that. There's nothing wrong with doing that because everybody else will do it. The problem comes in is when we're faced with adversity as a culture, as a community. That's when we need to stand up and stud up. We don't need to do it when nothing is taking place. We don't need you to stand up when things are all good. We need you to stand up when things is going sour. Regardless if you like the Gucci clothing and the belts and how they treat you. No, we have to identify if they do it to one, they do it to all. See, that's how the community stood up against Nick Cannon, against Deshaun Jackson, against Steven Jackson. See, the Eagles were ready to cut Deshaun Jackson. The only thing that held them back is they had this situation with Riley Cooper, and they knew people going to look and say, well, you wasn't so quick to tag Riley Cooper and do the same thing, had the same, they weren't quick to have the same, consequences for Riley Cooper and his words when he spewed out that horrible word, the worst word in the dictionary, towards the black and African American community, African, Caribbean, black culture and community. When Riley Cooper went on video and went on a rant, the Eagles didn't respond in that manner. He didn't face those types of consequences. So they had to hesitate when it came to Deshaun Jackson. But they still gave him a hefty fine, even bigger than the one Riley Cooper received. So this just goes to let you know that you offend one, you offend all. And that's how we need to be. So this should be a lesson to Floyd Mayweather. When you offend one, you offend all. So Gucci offend one, that trickle-down effect, trickle down to your forefathers and your ancestors that sacrificed for you, they offend all. And then you're supposed to pull your dollar away as well. Point blank and period. Don't say that you're your own man and you do what you want. No. We're going to be a culture, a community. We got to stand together as one. It's called a sacrifice. Point blank and period. So he's promoting this We Got Ups. Go subscribe to it. It's a black-owned network. It's a www. You can go check it out. We Got Ups. So he said that we should support one another, and I highly agree with that. But I hope that you're coming from a place of love and a place of genuinency, not just a place of revenue, because you're getting paid to say it and support and promote it. So let's see how everything all turns out. But that's all I got for y'all. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed? Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shouts out to the entire LDBC. Shouts out to New Media. Shouts out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like and share these videos. That's all I got for y'all. Peace.